Alright guys, so today I'm going to be doing some powder coating on these brake calipers that I got from a guy. And I'll just be walking you through that. Figured it'd be kind of neat to just show you guys the process that I go through. I believe these are off a Camaro. And they're pretty big actually. And these are aluminum, and this part here is steel. So first thing I gotta do is take this part out. You take these two slider bolts out here and here, and this part comes right out. Then after that, I've got to use compressed air to get the pistons out, because I got to take the rubber seals out of there on all of them, because obviously they go in an oven, so you don't want that shit melting. So next, anything rubber has to come off, like these little grommets here on all of them. And then I'm actually going to take these bolts and put them right back in to all of these to cover up the threads. So when we go to sandblast it, nothing gets messed up. And I'll plug these too. And obviously everything on the caliper itself. So this one is seized, and so is this one. They should just slide right out of there. They should slide in and out really easy, but I've had pliers on this and nothing seems to be working, so I'll see if I can get it out, but it looks pretty rusted and corroded in there. I resorted to heat. Hopefully by heating this up here it'll grow a couple thousandths and might let this slide out a little easier, because right now I've had these on here as hard as I can pull and I can't get it to budge either way, so we'll see how this goes. Okay, so accidentally snapped that one off trying to get it out. Should have came out easy like that one did, but wasn't having it. So the customer decided to just buy two new calipers. They're only like $60 a piece. So I mean, obviously these ones were dysfunctional. As you can see, the rust and shit down in there. These don't budge at all, and they should move like that. So continuing on, I guess we'll just work with the rears for now, because both of these came out nice. Try to get some better lighting here too. Right. So all the rest of the rubber has to come off. These things that go around the bleeders. Next we'll be getting the piston itself out. So I'm actually going to use compressed air for that. You leave the bleeder screw in tight all the way, and you stick the air nozzle right in here, and then it puts air pressure in there and just forces the piston out, and the dust cover as well. And then there's a seal inside of here that'll have to come out. Alright, so we got both of the pistons out of the calipers and the dust cover. It's a good idea to keep the piston with the caliper that it came out of. I'm sure that they're all machined the same, but you never know. It's just a good idea. And you definitely want to take this dust cover out after the piston is out. Don't try to get it out of there while it's in there, because you just end up ripping them, especially when they're old and OEM, which these probably are. If you're going to rebuild the caliper, then you don't have to worry about it, because it comes with a new seal, dust cover, and almost every other rubber part on here. So you're going to want to get yourself a pick, something like that you can get in there and get the seal out. I'm sure you can't see that, I have terrible lighting here. But just get it under there, try not to damage it, and it'll come right out like that. Now this thing probably could use new seals, but they'll work. So that's all of the rubber removed from this thing, and now the only thing left to do is plug all the threaded holes, and we're ready to sandblast. Alright, so I've got all the holes plugged. I've got these silicone plugs here that are high temp, so they don't melt in the oven, and they work great. They come in all different sizes. I bought a pack of like 100 on Amazon, and they work great. So instead of threading bolts and everything and trying to find other stuff to plug it, these are super handy. I plugged everything on the caliper too. So next step is sandblasting. I don't know how much I'm going to film of that, just because I'm probably going to do them in the cabinet, and it gets really dusty so you can't see shit anyway. It's just a little window. Actually, I'll take you over there. Race truck just sitting here. Got to get my seat mounted. So here is my cabinet that I do smaller parts in. It's just a Harbor Freight thing. It's like $200, but it works good for parts that you can't hang on to outside, or if it's cold or raining, you know, super handy. So I don't think I'll film any of it. Can't really see much through there. So for anybody unfamiliar with powder coat, it's literally powder. Comes in powder form. And the gun that I use for doing smaller parts is one of the cheapest ones that you can get. And it just electrically charges the powder and sticks to the metal part here. Here is the brake parts all sandblasted and ready to be sprayed. So I use aluminum wire to hang these. It's cheap, simple, and works good. So I've got them all ready to go, ready to get sprayed. And I'll show you guys my oven quick. This is my big oven here. It's 7 feet tall, 4 feet wide, 4 feet deep. I use this for, you know, bigger parts, wheels, stuff like that. And I actually just have a regular house oven for doing smaller parts. Works great. Bought it for like $100 and super convenient for doing small parts. There they are in the oven, all ready to go, so we'll check back up on them later. There they are, all done. I really like this red, super bright, super glossy too. Let's check the temp on them. Alright, still about 180 degrees. So these are all done, ready to be picked up. They turned out flawless. They look great. So, well, I guess they're not ready to be picked up. I gotta put the seals back in it. But here's the new calipers. So I started taking those apart. I'll get those done. And if you guys are looking to get work done, my Facebook page is Flat Out Coatings. I've got all my information on there, so if you want to get a hold of me to get work done, let me know. But that'll pretty much wrap it up for this video. Thanks for watching, and be sure to check out my other stuff. Peace out.